Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the Saem Overaction Little Rabbit Love Me Stick Blusher. I picked these up because they are more heart-shaped blushes. I couldn't resist more of them. I mean, they just look so cute. These ones were in like a beautiful red packaging and they have these little rabbits. These are the Overaction little rabbits, I think. I don't know that character really, but it was so cute. And oh my gosh, the birds are so noisy today. I'm inside and I can still won't be quiet. These were relatively expensive. They were between $9 to $10 US each. I'm pretty sure I didn't buy them for that amount of money, but that is what I can see them listed for, because I'm pretty sure I got them from Rosary Shop and they were probably about $5 US each, maybe 6 at a push. But I will do my best to find some good price ones and put them in the description box. I've been linking like a couple of like different ones because I know that some countries the shipping is more expensive if you get it from a certain store. So I didn't just want to get the one that was the cheapest for me, but like give you guys some options as well. So I hope you guys are having a look in the description for the links for the products, because I've been trying to do better product descriptions because we all know I'm not very good at that. But yeah, I picked them up because they looked cute. The colours looked really nice as well. And they were colours that I didn't necessarily have in the Up Hue ones. So I have the Up Hue Heart on Cheek, and they had a lot of orange colours, but they didn't have like a baby pink, and they didn't have like a reddy colour. This one had a red, a pink, and like a baby orangey pastel colour, so I thought it was well worth picking them up as well, even though I already have heart blushes, just because, you know, I could. So the product description says, a heart stick blush that gives a lovely face that naturally dyes like a watercolour, which is an interesting product description. The packaging of these products is of course absolutely adorable. The outer is a red glossy plastic. It does have the Overaction Little Rabbit, which I don't really know about the character, so I'm not that drawn towards it, but they are very, very cute pictures. There are 3 colours in total, a pink, a darker pink, which is kind of more like a red, and an orange colour. The formula is a thicker cream in comparison to the Up Hue, which is a thinner, more like a gel texture, and these have a very heavy baby powder scent, which I actually kind of like. So I'm going to start off with the shade PK01, which is a pale pink colour. For some reason this looks a little bit orange on my skin. I don't know why. Like, so me, that's so weird. But you can make kind of like a little heart shape on your cheek, which is still pretty cute. So I'm going to blend this out with my fingertips. You can blend it out with sponges and cushion puffs as well, but I find that fingertips for this one works just as easily. You can also just pick the product up with your fingers rather than smoosh it onto your face like I do, but what's the point in having a heart-shaped one if you're going to, you know, never see the heart shape? So that is the shade PK01. This is what it looks like without. This does look like a really pretty colour, but it looks almost like a peach on my skin rather than like the very pinky pink it looks like in the actual heart. But I'm going to do the other side as well. So this is what my cheeks look like with PK01. It is a really pretty colour and I do really like it. I think that the formula is a little bit more difficult to work with in comparison to the Up Hue ones, which were super easy to blend. These ones are just a bit of a thicker cream. This does mean that they sort of warp the shape quite easily. You probably won't be able to see that, but it does kind of get everywhere. Like, I've cleaned up around the edges, but you can, I mean, like if you can see that one, it's starting to really melt in the center, and it's not really retaining the heart shape that well. It does have a really beautiful scent, however. I love the smell of these, and I think that this color in particular is very nice. It's not as pink as I was expecting, but still nice. The next shade is CR01, which is a pale peachy orange. This one is already getting a little bit warped in the actual pot itself, which is a shame. And they do have like a very solid dip. So see how this only gives you the outline of the heart really? It's because the inside, like, it's not flat yet. There's like quite a big dip in there. So that is the way it does that, which is a bit of a shame, but it's okay. I guess it's not really made for actually making heart shapes on your cheeks tidily. Yeah, so that is CR01. It is a really pretty orange. I just don't particularly like oranges. However, I do think that it does look nice. So let's go ahead and do the other side as well. So this is CR01. I think it does look pretty. It's just not a color that I reach for personally. Yeah, I wish it was just a little bit more like peachy or pinky than it is orangey. It just looks, yeah, very orangey to me personally. And then the final shade is PK02. Why didn't I do the 2 pinks in a row? I don't know. But this one is a really pretty red colour, which of course does look super great as a little heart stamp on the cheek, especially when you already have red lipstick on. So let's go ahead and blend that out now. This one is a little bit tougher to blend, and I feel like if you have a matte foundation on underneath, it does tend to take away the foundation coverage underneath. So at the moment I can definitely see some freckles poking through. So this is not a colour that I would use if you are quite fair skinned or you think that you're going to need to blend this a lot. But if you have a deeper skin tone, you probably need to use less of it and you don't have to blend quite as much, so it won't be as problematic. You can actually use these with your cushion puffs if they've got a little bit of foundation left, if you have got fair skin and you don't want to make it look too much like clown cheeks, because obviously with such a deep colour you do kind of run the risk of putting way too much on. However, I think that it does look really nice. It kind of looks like a actual blush for my cheeks. Like that is the colour that my cheeks would go if I was actually blushing, so, or if I had red cheeks. So I think that this one does look really natural on my skin. I don't gravitate towards it very much because I prefer paler pinks, but I do think that it does look nice on my skin. So overall I do enjoy using these blushes, but I don't think that the formula is as good as the Up Hue one, just in terms of the formula. However, I do obviously actually prefer these colours because the colours of the Up Hue ones were not the best for me personally, just because there were a few oranges. I do like the pink in this one, although it is like more of a peachy pink for me. It's probably better that it is that way because it's more natural on my skin. I'm actually wearing the orange at the moment because that is the one that I had to re-swatch because the footage wasn't good, and I'm actually not hating it at the moment. I think it's maybe because my cheeks are a bit flushed naturally because I have been removing and reapplying and removing and reapplying, which just makes them a little bit more pink than usual. I can, however, still smell the blushes. So like the baby powder scent, it's strong. I do kind of like it. Like it does smell very nostalgic, I guess, to when I was a baby. Be warned if you are sensitive to scents that it is very scented. I think that these blushes are really good quality. The colours are pretty, the packaging is gorgeous, and they are somewhat easy to use. Just be careful that you don't rub them on too much, otherwise you are going to actually remove the foundation that is underneath, assuming you are wearing foundation underneath. If you very lightly pat with your fingers, it does warm up really quickly, being that it is a cream product, and they do blend in really nicely. I find it easy to get a nice seamless finish as well. I don't feel like I have any edges where the colour stops and the foundation colour starts. So I would definitely recommend these ones if you are looking for some heart-shaped blushes. I just don't think that the formula is as easy to work with as the Up Hue ones, which are that thinner texture. But thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!